Hi there. We all know and remember Steve Jobs as this visionary, creative genius. A genius who changed the world with Apple, Pixar, the Mac, and the iPhone. But what if I told you that this success wasn't just about innovation, that it was about operating correctly within his natural career design? I've listened to this famous Stanford speech many, many times, and from the very first moment I was intrigued. The words he chose, the way he described his journey, it was clear to me that his intrinsic BG5 design as a builder was speaking. So today I want to take you on this journey and break down the key moments in his speech that truly highlight what it means to be a builder. And if you're a builder too, his story holds powerful lessons about success, setbacks, and how to use your energy correctly. One of the first things that stood out to me was when he said, "Your work will fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work." That is a true builder talking to us. Builders are designed to find deep satisfaction in their work. They need to be engaged, energized, and passionate about what they do. Otherwise, frustration builds. Jobs didn't go to college just to check a box. He dropped out, but instead of quitting learning, he followed his curiosity. He stumbled into a calligraphy class, and at the time, it had no practical application. But years later, it became the foundation for the beautiful typography on the Mac. That's the power of following what excites you. Builders must follow their excitement in response, no external expectations. So when Jobs responded to what fascinated him, he created something extraordinary. That's what happens when builders are in alignment. Statement 2. Builders succeed by responding, not forcing. Builders aren't designed to initiate like innovators. They thrive when they respond to the right opportunities. Steve Jobs didn't wake up one day and said, "Hey, I'm going to start a computer company." No, instead he responded to Wozniak's invention, saw its potential, and then built Apple. Every major breakthrough in his career happened because he recognized an opportunity, and he responded to it with excitement, whether it was Apple, Pixar, or later the iPhone. For builders, success comes from responding to the right opportunities, not forcing the wrong ones. Number 3. Failure is just a redirection to the right work. One of the biggest moments in Jobs' life was when he was fired from Apple, the company he founded and built. He described it as devastating. But as the key lesson, instead of giving up, he responded to it as an opportunity to start something fresh, something new. BG5, builders go through work cycles. They grow, they master their skills, they hit plateaus, and sometimes they need to change directions. Jobs entered a new phase in his life. He created Next, founded Pixar, and eventually these experiences made Apple's comeback even stronger when he rejoined the company. His firing wasn't a failure, it was a redirection to the right next thing. So for builders, setbacks aren't failures. They are signals. They are signals to shift toward better alignment. Energy management. The working smarter, not harder. Jobs once said, "The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again." Why does this matter for builders? Because builders have powerful energy, but only when it's used correctly. When Jobs was running Apple in the early days, he burned himself out. But when he found balance, his creativity came back and soared. Builders need to work in flow, not force. When you push too hard or try to control everything, you lose energy. When you follow what excites you and respond naturally, your impact is unstoppable. So, builders, You thrive when you work in alignment, not exhaustion. And the final lesson I want to take out of the video, trusting your inner guidance. Jobs' final message in his Stanford speech was simple. Follow your heart and intuition. In BG5, builders have an internal guidance system. Their gut instincts, their gut response, their excitement, their really truly embedded response. When they follow that, everything aligns. Jobs didn't let fear of failure stop him. He trusted that the dots would connect, even when things didn't make sense at the time. That's the secret to success as a builder. Trust yourself. Your gut instinct already knows where you're meant to go. So, what is the big takeaway here? Steve Jobs' journey proves that builders succeed when they follow what excites them, when they respond to the right opportunities and manage their energy and trust their own process. So, if you're a builder, you can ask yourself, am I forcing things? Or am I responding to the right work that naturally lights me up? You can drop a comment below what resonated most with you about Steve Jobs' story. If you want to dive deeper into BG5 and how to apply it to your own business or career, reach out to me. Let's explore what success looks like when you work in alignment with your strengths. So, until next time, stay curious, stay aligned, and most of all, trust your own path.